experienced bowler by in Indian side. On the other hand, Kamran Akmal looked very good. He faced only 2 deliveries, but the first one he faced played beautifully through extra cover for the boundary. Harbhajan Singh also there. He's a key man as well for India, I reckon. There's a bit of turn in the wicket.
Zahir Khan's best performances have come in the middle when he's been brought back around the 28th, 30th over, and he's been able to reverse swing the ball and use his changes of pace. But we haven't often in the tournament seen the new ball swing.
New ball hardly swing under these conditions. The weather is dry, the wicket is dry as well. So yes, the reverse swing definitely were in place in this whole World Cup. And Zahir obviously bowled one of the best spells I've seen. That's why it's difficult total to chase, especially after this delivery. There'll be a doubt in the batsman's mind, and this one kept really, really low. Missed the stumps as well.
Well, the dew factor still not kicked in. If it kicks in, then I think the ball will go off the pitch a little bit quicker. But I think it will continue to keep low, which means it's important for the Indian bowlers to be accurate, because then they might get an LBW decision in their favour.
A couple went in favour of Wahab Riaz. He bowled quite beautifully, wicket to wicket, with that slightly lower than usual arm, and it worked very well for him. Sachin Tendulkar had a strange whole day. Played a couple of lovely strokes early on. Was not given out LBW, and most of us thought that he probably was out. The review system gave him a reprieve. Then he might have been stumped, and he was dropped 4 times. It was most un-Tendulkar-like.
And helping Kamran Akmal get the boundaries.
Ashish Nehra will use the new ball with Zahir Khan, and that is the controversial selection of the day. Much more so, for example, than Shoaib Akhtar not playing for Pakistan. The fact that Nehra has replaced R. Ashwin, who came into the side in Chennai in the game against West Indies, did well, has stayed in the side and seemed to offer India options they didn't otherwise have. I don't think MS Dhoni expected the pitch to spin in the way that it seemed to do when Pakistan bowled, and that's why he replaced Ashwin with Nehra. Now Nehra will bowl with a slip and a short mid-wicket as his 2 attackers. Big space and extra cover. Mohammad Hafiz on strike, and in a nice position to defend too.
There must be a lot of pressure on Nehra, because he had one bad game against the South Africans. He has been sitting on the bench as well. It's a big test for him. So far, no swings whatsoever from this track. And if anything, the swing will come into place after about 12 to 15 overs, and that would be reverse swing.
Yes, I think there will be a lot of pressure on Ashish Nehra, but he's an experienced cricketer.
Mohammad Hafiz is away.
If he could bowl his first few overs quietly, maybe even pick a wicket, then that will certainly boost his confidence.
At his best, he's a devastating bowler. Conditions help him, and he can swing the ball in the more orthodox fashion. He swings it in, but very late.
To the dangerous batsman there, Kamran Akmal, who started off very well. Good seam position. Nipped back, who just missed the stumps as well. And look at the bounce, hardly any.
Well, that's a good leg that he's bowling. What Kamran Akmal is looking is to get onto the front foot. Anything near him, he's going to try and play with with a flowing bat. If it middles, great. Even if there are inside edges, he'll still be able to get runs. He's not looking to play defensively at all.
One of the great strengths of the Pakistan attack today was their length. Certainly Wahab Riaz and the spinners. I thought the 2 off spinners, Saeed Ajmal and Mohammad Hafiz, got that sort of slightly back of a length delivery with plenty of overspin, and it was very difficult for the batsman to get anywhere near the pitch fit and drive it, and not much easier to get back and pull or cut it. True.
Mark, because there's been no trouble whatsoever. Yes, we've seen just a couple of deliveries keep low, one from Zaheer and one from Ashish, but there's been no movement in the air or off the pitch to worry the batsman. So it's been a pretty comfortable start as well. In the first couple of overs, if you're playing and missing, if you get wrapped on the pads a few times, then a little bit of nervousness creeps in.
2 gone, it's 12 for no wicket.
The key would be for Pakistan is to have wickets in hand. They have enough firepower, especially at number 7 and number 8, Razak and Shahid Hafeez. You can actually chase 8 and over, 9 and over if you have wickets in hand. So I think that would be the plan for Pakistan today.
The second semi-final of the 2011 World Cup, held over 3 countries in the subcontinent: Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and India. This game in the north of India, in Mohali, hosted by the Punjab Cricket Association on this splendid ground here in Mohali, with a quick outfield and an interesting pitch today, not as flat as some that have been used for World Cup games here, but we think a score of about par made by India. 2